What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of OWN Network's TV reality show, Love Goals. Y'all, I am really enjoying this show, mainly because of Spirit, the therapist. I hurt on my lip. I am really annoyed with this show, mainly because of Althea. Not necessarily of Althea and Benzino's relationship any longer, more so Althea. This show is titled The Problems or The Problem. I know Spirit said that Althea wasn't the problem, Benzino wasn't the problem, their problems were the problem. I'm going to have to disagree with her a little bit on that. Althea is a problem, baby. She is a problem. Now, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't throw a little bit of shade. During the opening of the show, Spirit's hair was working my nerves. It was like she had a failed finger wave experiment going on up in that joint with that really dark lip that was kind of extra creamy looking. I wasn't feeling it at all. But throughout the episode, you know, she had a look on. She had a look on, okay? And Althea's wig. Althea's wig. Baby, it's too many YouTube videos out here to show women how to properly install a lace front wig. Or a wig in general. And Althea missed the video. She didn't log into YouTube and get that tutorial and get that wig on properly, because it was sitting back here. You can see her natural, well, you can see the wig, her line, and you can see her natural hair up underneath there. And I just want to snatch that bitch forward and adjust it. It was really working my nerves the entire episode. The entire episode. Now, I told y'all I'm pretty a basic girl. I don't really do makeup. Lip gloss, maybe some lip color every once in a while. I don't do the eyeshadow. I don't do the wigs. I don't do the weave. I ain't did a relaxer in about, what year is this, 2020? I ain't did a relaxer in about 10 years. So I'm pretty basic and simple girl. But yeah, I still know bad looking situations when I see them. And that both of them was getting me. There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it at all. But we're going to skip right on into the episode. Let's first start off by saying Coolio and Maya still not here. This week too. Well, actually, according to the show, they've been there for 2 days now, because they only supposed to be there for 2 weeks. They've been there for 2 days now. Coolio and Maya still ain't there. I don't know what's going on with them. I guess we're going to hear about it eventually. I don't even know if the house members really understand that they got stuff going on all over the place up in here. That they got another guest coming in. And right now, all these couples are able to bond and connect with each other. And when Coolio and Maya come in, they gonna feel like outsiders. They may click with Spin. Spin seems like to be the mother hen of the house. You know what I'm saying? She has the quiet advice that you don't realize you're being told advice half the time when she's talking to you. That's Spin. Sunday is the one who always got the advice that it seems like you just say everybody got their own business type of advice. Like Teresa, she like give the advice like a friend would give. Like, you know, you can accept and receive her advice, because she doesn't seem like she's trying to tell you specifically what to do. It's almost like she's listening to you and then trying to help encourage you. While Sunday's trying to tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. Sunday gets on my nerves. I told y'all that in the beginning. Sunday get on my nerves. But anyway, here we go. We wake up the next morning. Everybody feeling good, which basically meant they had some good sex last night. That's what that meant, y'all. When they, I feel good, you know, they had some good sex last night. Breon and Dwayne, they are already starting their bromance going on. I actually love it when I see brothers bond like brothers, but the problem is for Dwayne, he have these bromances. I still ain't got that damn hair. It's a hair. That is my eyelash. I'm gonna feel it. But the problem is with Dwayne takes his bromances to another level. All his homies, his friends that he grew up with, that he keeping around him, they starting to become his woman in a way, you know what I'm saying? They rolling his blunts for him. They there when he sleep. When he go to sleep, they go to sleep. When he wake up, he wake up. When he sneeze, they got the tissue to say I chew it. You know, they them type of dudes. They moochers. I said this in the last episode. They moochers, they leeches, they, you know, he don't see it as that way. And I don't understand why he don't see it as that way, but that's their problem. That's their problem. And by him creating this new bond with Dwayne, with Brian, I wonder if that's going to become a problem for them in this house. The closets. Lord, did y'all see Dwayne's closet? He had racks on racks on racks on racks of clothes. Y'all there for 2 weeks, dog. 2 weeks. This mug done moved the hell in. Now we go over to Brian closet. He said he didn't come that hard. He went a little light. But this dude got shoes that he could change into every hour of every day for the whole 2 weeks he there. Like, what is going on? Why y'all bring so much stuff? Why y'all bring y'all not living there? Y'all not living there. Oh my goodness, morning, noon, and night he gonna be in different pair of shoes. And Dwayne gonna be in a different outfit. You got so many clothes. Oh wait, okay. Well, down at breakfast, Sunday is questioning out there about Benzino. Where did Benzino sleep? I thought he slept with you, girl, because I came down here in the middle of the night and he wasn't there. They must have got him a room or something. Althea is acting like she really don't care, but she wondering in her head where he slept. She really is. She wondering. Now, she says that she had what she described to me as an anxiety attack in the middle of the night, possibly due to all the arguing. So when she gets back home, she's going to go to the doctor and get checked out. I was about to say she need to get her head checked out, but that's what she's doing right now. This is therapy. Love Goals is a relationship therapy reality show. Okay, so she's trying to get her head checked out here. Spinderella tells her, you know, I'm going to keep calling her Spin. I realize I do that. I just cut her off and call her Spin, like we cool like that. So Spin, she tells her, you know, I know we all in this together, but you need to work on you, boo. You. I said that. We all said it in the comment section too last week. Althea needs to work on her before you work on you and Benzino. Until you get your issue straightened out with you, what's going on with you, it ain't gonna never happen with you and Benzino. I added on to that, but no truer words have ever been said. Even Spirit said something similar to this later on in the episode. Althea feels that because she has always attracted powerful men, had to pause right there. Who? She's always attracted powerful men. Who powerful? Benzino? Or maybe that's the problem. Benzino not as powerful as she thought he was going to be. Okay? Anywho, she feels that she attracts powerful men, and powerful men have always tried to control her. And she don't want to be controlled no more. Fuck it, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Although Althea has a successful real estate business, her real estate business caters to some celebrities. I won't say some B-list celebrities, not really A-list. They cater to some B-list celebrities. She's met some people in some positions, hip-hop and footballers and things of that nature, right? Althea is a gold digger. Althea is a gold digger. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. But Althea, gets with these powerful, I'm going to hashtag or air quote powerful men for status, to up her game, to make her shine brighter in whatever she's doing. You know, if I can lock this dude down, get him to spend this type of money, got him, you know what I'm saying? She used powerful men as a status bringer. She gold digs her way into the pockets of powerful men for their money and their status. And she feels like she has got to where she is on her own, but you did so on the backs of these power players in your mind. I'm using power because she used the word power. But if I wanted to play devil's advocate, I'm gonna do so here. So I won't seem like I just hate Althea. I don't like the girl, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. A gold digger is somebody that is after or that wants to be with people specifically for their money. And I think that Althea is actually trying to express to Benzino, not in a very clear way, but she's trying to actually express to him, I didn't get with you for just your money. I actually liked you. That's what she's trying to say. That's my devil advocate. But Benzino, no, she was like, with Benzino, it's not just about what he gave to her, even though that has been her MO. I don't know her personally, but just from watching her over the years and just hearing her talk about her old relationships and the type of people she's been with, getting with dudes for their money has been her MO, for her money, their money and their status. But when Benzino, she actually liked him, is what she's trying to say, I believe. But Benzino don't believe that there was love ever really there from her. Because he think it's all about money. And if y'all haven't watched my recaps and reviews before, I write my notes as I'm watching the show. So I know that later on in the show that this gets addressed. But I was also feeling that Benzino uses the money for love. That's what my thought was at this point. And so now that she's just not appreciating him, and she don't give a damn about his money or being with him just because he got money or just because he give her things or because he buys her things, he don't feel that she love him or that she ever loved him. You know what I'm saying? Now, also playing devil's advocate, when I say that she wants to be with people just for money and just for status, non-blacks do it all the time. A lot of rich white women are married to their husbands specifically for money, but don't nobody call them gold diggers. They call them smart. Okay, it's only when black women do it, when we get with men for status or power for money, then we are called gold diggers. Well, I ain't gonna say only. That's majority of what we see, who we call gold diggers, is one that get with dudes for status and money. When we see the black football players with the white wives, and we like, damn, he just dumped his sister and got with the white girl, you know, we don't call these white girls gold diggers, although we know or we feel that that's why they got with them, is because they knew they was going places. But it's when black women do it, we call them gold diggers. Now, like I said, I'm calling her gold digger, but I'm not gonna say necessarily that that's a bad damn thing. Who wants to really get with somebody who not about something, who not doing something for themselves? I know we can fall in love with potential all the doggone time. We can fall in love with love all the doggone time. But sometimes love ain't enough to sustain a relationship. You need some type of financial backing to help that relationship grow, and along with a good financial backing, normally comes some type of status to help that grow even more. So who doesn't want to be with somebody who's going to be able to take care of them, take the burden off their shoulders, you know? So I know we out here sisters doing it for themselves, but if we don't have to, I'm not going to knock it. I don't know if I could be a kept woman. I don't think I could be a kept woman, but I know God doggone well I am tired of doing for myself. I do want somebody in my life that if I had to, if I wanted to, that I wouldn't have to work. I probably would work because I have to be busy. You know what I'm saying? I have to feel independent in the relationship. But if I didn't have to, I would like to know that my man got my back. For real. For real. For real. And the way the tables are turning these time of days, a lot of women are doing that. And the men are the ones who are, you know, the homemakers and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I can't. It has just such a negative tone on when we say gold digger. It has such a negative tone, like you just using me, and I just want to be loved. That's basically what Benzino is saying. Okay, so But back to Althea and her control issues about her not wanting to be controlled by men. I'm not behind closed doors, but just from what I've seen over the years with this couple, Althea has always been the puppet master in that relationship. She wanted a sugar daddy in Benzino. She got it. But the shit wasn't as sweet as she thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? She thought because she was young and beautiful and what have you, that he wasn't going to want nothing else from her. She was supposed to be his trophy wife. That's what they were supposed to be. Anyway, Teresa said it in a nice way. Let's try not to argue today. Just for today. Take baby steps. You know, that ain't gonna happen. You already know that ain't gonna happen. Althea like, they get me. They get me. I got support in this house. Honestly, her and Benzino need some serious help. But Althea, for me, rides that victim wave just a little too hard, sis. Just a little too hard. We go into the group therapy session and she squeezed her ass in next to Sunday. Like her and Sunday like this. Y'all only been there 2 days. I know y'all was on the other show together, but y'all wasn't that cool. And Sunday like, no, don't sit over here by me. No, go on, get over there with him. Sit over here next to the person you're supposed to be with. Sunday got to push her away to go sit next to Benzino. Go co-parent is what she tell her. Like, girl, you putting 20 on 10. She putting 20 on 10. I told y'all, I think Althea enjoys the fight. Like, that's the only thing that she knows how to do in a relationship. And I don't think she know how to do well. I don't think she feels she know how to do well in a relationship is to argue and fight. She don't know no other way at this point. They've done it for so long. He doing this to me. He doing this to me. No, Althea, girl, you doing it to yourself. You doing it to yourself. So in the group session, Spirit wants the couples to state why they feel they are there. She believes that what they think the problem is, in most cases, isn't even the issue. I honestly thought that Dwayne and Teresa had a good grasp on what their issues truly are, but as I listened to them, I started formulating a new opinion about them. I like Teresa. I like that she knows how to express what her issue is, and she knows how to do so clearly. It seems that she's been in therapy before. That's what it sounds like to me. I see her tools and work there. I know because I'm in therapy. Dwayne does not know how to set boundaries. Correction. Dwayne doesn't feel he needs to set boundaries. And for me and for Teresa, she's like, come on now. Come on now. But Teresa feel like she is being forced to be his friend's extended wife or mama in the relationship, and she don't feel like she got a voice in her own home, and she feel like she alone because he's spending more time with his friends than he is with her and the kids. Brian say he know what his problem is. He love women. He love women, and he don't know how to say no. Lie. You know how to say no. You don't want to say no. Let's get that straight. But to me, this says that he has self-esteem issues. That's what that says to me. He needs attention from other people to make himself feel good. He needs attention specifically from women because it makes him feel bigger in life, makes him feel important. Like he has to prove something to somebody and himself. That status that he's a man. Why they say a man's man? They do make it feel like you're a man's man, that you're more masculine if you surrounding yourself with all these different women. And that's what Brianna is at this point. Sunday, she says that when they met, she didn't care about the other women. Sunday had just came out of a marriage. She didn't even want to get into a serious relationship. Brianna was supposed to be her plaything. That's what they were supposed to be. They weren't supposed to meet each other's families, meet each other's kids, and things like that. And he crossed those boundaries. At some specific event that she was at, something was going on. Brian decided to include himself, where he met her parents, and then he met the kids, and this, that, and other. And boundaries were crossed. And somehow, they've been in this relationship 8 months. They already living together. So another boundary got crossed somewhere. If you just want somebody as your plaything, no motherfucker shouldn't be spending the night. I had a couple playthings. Some motherfuckers didn't even know my real name. They knew me as Poetry or they knew me as Nene. They didn't even know my real name first or last. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know where I live. I met them either at their crib or we met at a hotel. That's how you do a plaything. You don't let them come into your house and vibe into your space like that, because emotions and feelings are going to kick in. That's what's going to kick in. She wanted a fuck buddy. So she didn't care about who else that he was sleeping with. I had mentioned before that I had... I don't know if I mentioned in this video or if I mentioned in another. There was a time in my life that I was dating married men. Yes, judge me, judge me, judge me. That was my whole day, my immature ass whole day. I'm going to go ahead and call it as I see it. Like I talk about y'all, I could talk about myself. And my reason or my excuse for doing so is because I didn't want to be attached. So I figured if these people were in relationships already, that they wouldn't get attached to me. It didn't happen that way. I ended up with a couple guys who then wanted to claim me as their own. They wanted me to be their side piece, which a lot of chicks are comfortable with these days. And I couldn't be with nobody else. I couldn't see nobody else. They was trying to control the situation. I'm like, that's not what I signed up for, bro. That's not what I signed up for. It seems like that's what Sunday was trying not to do. She was trying not to have that commitment with Breon, and then when he started like building bonds with her extended family, it got a little bit too much for her. So she feel like, fine, if you finna do this, then you need to let go of your hoes. If you try to connect and we trying to build a relationship like that, then you need to let them hoes go. I have to be the only one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I even had a relationship that wasn't with a married guy that I told him up off the top, I did not want to know who else she was dating. Just when you see me walking down the street, don't pretend like you don't know me. I was like that. So emotions and feelings got caught up in that shit too. And then that was me on this time. I wanted to switch the game. And he's like, wait a minute, that ain't what we signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it sounds like Breon and Sunday's situation was. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they dropping by each other's cribs, getting to know each other unannounced. And Breon took it upon himself to do this. So as like Spirit was saying, you violated her trust. You violated her trust. But what I'm seeing with Sunday and with Teresa, y'all had a situation going on in both of their cases. Sunday, you accepted the women. When he violated the trust and started trying to make the relationship more than what it is, you didn't check that shit. You didn't walk away. In my situation with my little marriage situations, I was like, fuck it, I gotta go. With the guy that I switched the game up on, he didn't walk away. He walked away a few times, but he kept coming back. So that just enabled me in my thought process at the time. But Sunday didn't walk away. She might have bitched and complained about it, but she didn't end that relationship. So he figured everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? So he kept it moving with Teresa and Dwayne. I know they kept saying we've only been married a few years. We just got married. We just newlyweds. Y'all been together 11 years. Dwayne has been this way with you for 11 years. You have enabled him to be this way with his homies for 11 years. I don't know why you thought that when you put a ring on the finger that he was going to change. Because the way Dwayne explained it even later in this episode, he said, when I put that ring on your finger, I figured you accepted things the way they are. When you said yes, you were accepting me the way things are. And this is the way they have always been. This is the role you have always played. Play your position. That's how he felt about that shit. Okay, so I caught back up in my whole day for a moment there. I was caught up in my whole day. Like I said, I was much younger back then. I was stupid. I'm also calling my stupid days. Thank God I have matured from that shit. But Karma, bitch, I haven't had a faithful dude since I was in those relationships. Knowingly in those relationships, I haven't had a faithful motherfucker to me since. Karma is playing with my black ass. Yes, Lord Jesus. But yeah, I still judge people that choosing to be side chicks and side dudes at this time. I do. Because I know the immature state of mind that I was in when I was doing that bullshit. And I don't care what age you are, you can still be immature. Yeah, and I had an excuse, but it's not justifiable. It's not justifiable. I wasn't being a boss bitch thinking I was in control of my shit, or I'm running niggas. Like, that's how these thick chicks think these days. That's what they doing. We straight disrespecting ourselves and disrespecting their relationship when we choose to be side pieces. You know what I'm saying? And if you not in a knowingly open relationship and all parties know are involved, because some people choose that life and there's nothing wrong with that. But if everybody is not aware of that situation, then we're wrong as a motherfucker. We're wrong. And if you upset about what I'm saying, then I'm fucking talking to you. Okay, anyway, back to the show. Back to the show. It sounded like Sunday was going on as far as like the reasons. She didn't want to be attached. She wanted that little play thing. They wasn't supposed to get serious. Feelings snuck up on her ass. 8 months they living together. You know, rules that got broken. But anyway. So Spinderella and Q. It sounds to me like Spinderella is taking 100% of the blame. I'm the one with the issues. I'm the one with the self-esteem. I'm the one that can't deal with rejection. I'm the one that has trust issues. I treasure and adore this man, and I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to. And it all sounds fine and dandy because it makes it seem like I'm really working on me. Q was like, I just want to grow old together. I think Spin is made to feel like she is the issue. That's what I'm seeing at this point. I still don't think that they are recognizing that Q's issue is that he feels small in comparison to her. They still not addressing it. He wants to be her equal. He don't feel he gonna ever be her equal. And I think he lets her feel it. And I think that because of the status that she's in and like I said, going through the breakup with the group and everything like that, there's a lot of blame placing about this is why things are the way they are because of, you know, all that. Anyway, so this is a long video. So lastly, Big Zeno was like, I just want to get along. I want a healthy communication. Can we be kind to each other? I'm paraphrasing, okay? So Big Zeno, I was like, you're not being all the way honest, sir. You want that woman back in your life. Put that on the table. That's what you're hoping for here. You hoping that this whole situation not only fixes y'all, it fixes your family and puts your family back together. Althea, to me, didn't say why she was there. Her response was, I love him, but I can't be with him. I argue with him all the time, and we ain't even together. I can't even be in a relationship. But during the taping of this show out there, you was in a full-blown relationship. You was in a relationship with somebody else. Spirit says, how do you feel about it? Okay, that's the question. Althea's like, I'm making myself sick. I wanted to get out the violins. Every time Althea talk, I want to get out the fucking violins. And then she turns on the waterworks. I ain't want my strings on my violin, my imaginary violin, to get rusted. Listen to all her goddamn waterwork coming out. Her fake ass tears. She putting on for the show. Althea's putting on. I think at one point we probably got a little genuine moment, but not really. But this right now, she putting on for the show. And you can clearly tell by when she walked out, came back in, the smugness that she had in her whole frame. The bitch was putting on. Anyway, Spirit like, that ain't what I asked you. I love that she checks her ass. She said, that ain't what I asked you. I asked you how you feel. I'm worn down. How do you feel? Then she goes on to address Benzino again. And I keep screaming at the TV, bitch, we talking about you right now, not about Benzino. Spirit is like, nope. Tell me about you. I'm like, didn't I say I like her? I like her. Yes, Spirit. Get to the nitty fucking gritty. Stop deflecting and making your emotions about how you perceive Benzino. And let's talk about you. Okay? So, out there, I thought she was going through contractions or something. She kept on, taking deep breaths, and Benzino over there like, oh, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Spirit tell her, see, what you're doing is you're trying to be in control. Let that shit go or I can't help you. The whole point of this group session is to get all this out on the table so I can understand where you're at right now. I see it not as her really trying to get in control. I see it as this is her time and moment to try to find the right words to say. Because every time she say what she thinks she want Althea to hear, not Althea, every time Althea says what she thinks she wants Spirit to hear, Spirit shut that shit down. So now she's like, what the fuck am I going to say? What am I gonna say? You know? So she's very good at placing blame on Benzino, but Spirit won't allow her to keep deflecting. So she keep thinking. That's what all them breaths are about to me. Okay, so she's like, oh, I wrote something down here. What do I write? Althea don't know how to be real about herself. You know, like I said, I'm a very judgmental person, but I think with me and my judgment, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all watched me a long time if y'all have. With my judging, I think I could still be very honest about myself. I'm not very biased. So when I do wrong shit, I know how to call my own shit out as well. Althea can't do that. Althea knows how to point the blame, point the finger at the other person, but she don't know how to take responsibility for her own actions. It's too much pressure to be real about her own damn self. So her answer was, I just want to stop fighting. Spirit say, if it was just about you stop fighting, you would have did it a long time ago. You know, that's your act. That's in action. If you want to stop doing something, you do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you already know what you got to do. You already know what you got to do. She was about to say something else when Althea cut her off again and decides to add Benzino back into the equation. See, now we fighting about something else. No, y'all wasn't. Althea was talking to Spirit, and then all of a sudden Althea decided to add Benzino to the equation, talking about they fighting. They wasn't fighting. Benzino, matter of fact, in that moment wasn't even talking to you. He was answering the question that Spirit had asked him. Benzino was like, I'm not in competition with you, because that's what Althea feels, that maybe we just in competition. No. Spirit says, This right here is what y'all always do, right? You deflect and place blame, both of y'all. So Benzino say, for the past couple of days, I feel like I've been made out to be the bad guy. I've been talked about, what all the stuff I've done wrong to her, and I'm tired of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm not going to keep sitting here allowing her to bash me time and time again. I know the good I've done. I know what I've done. I know the good person that I am and that I have been for her. I'm not going to keep letting her dog walk my ass all over this park. That's not what I'm going to do. Shout out to my boy Robert Dilla. So anyway, then Althea chimes in and says, no, oh shit, see, I skipped the whole section. But Althea, she cuts him off. She just cuts him off again by getting loud. She even cut Spirit off, got loud over her. I was like, this bitch is exhausting. Oh my God, this is why I can't be a therapist. This is going to be a whole nother episode about Althea. Good God almighty, goodness. And at this point, I was asking, where the fuck is Coolio and Maya? They ain't there yet. This is what I was asking at that point. So anywho, Althea's like, this too much. That's too much. So she gets up and storms out the room. Okay. What's too much, dog? What is too much? Hearing Benzino say that he tired of hearing you badmouth him? That's too much for you right now? Violins, please. You know, violins. So I've been locked up. Oh, she hadn't stormed out yet. She's like, I've been locked up twice. I've been locked up twice. That is not his fault, shawty. That's not his fault. It's yours. I just want to explode. That's not his fault, shorty. That's yours. You choose. People gonna do what they gonna do. How you react to those people is your choice. People can push buttons, yes, but how you react is your choice. If you feel like you have no control over how you're reacting, then you need more therapy than this 2-week session, and you may possibly need to be medicated. I know. I'm that person. Sometimes I lose control over how I react to certain things. Like I click and I'm not in my own headspace at that time. And then what they call it a blackout moment. Sometimes that happens. That's why I'm in therapy. I don't get medicated even though the doctors tell me I should be, whatever. But still, yes, honey, you need some help. If you feel like you need to explode all the time and you can't control what you do in that moment, and you feel like because he called the police on you, it's his fault you in jail. No, he called the police on you because of what you did. So therefore, it's your fault. Well, she said she don't want to be she don't want to be behind bars. She a mother. And then Benzino was like, well, keep your hands to yourself. If you don't want to go to jail, keep your hands to yourself. I don't put my hands on you. I always wondered if it was a back and forth type of abusive situation. And they were like, I don't put my hands on you, so don't do it to me. And she says, don't provoke me then. I was like, that is a common phrase from an abuser, where they will always place the physical abuse on the person that they are harming. If you don't want me to hit you, then don't provoke me. No, bitch, don't hit me. Plain and simple, right? I'm saying, when it comes to abuse, Benzino is a victim of domestic abuse here in this situation. If you didn't realize it, he's a victim of domestic abuse, and she is constantly trying to make it his fault. And I seen people on Twitter saying Benzino act like he ain't got no blame in this situation. When it comes to abuse, he don't have a blame in it. Physical abuse, he doesn't have a blame in this situation to me. Because that bitch made motherfucker who laying hands on you, or who laying hands on the other person, they are the ones who are to blame. They are the ones who at fault. And like I say, and if you feel some type of way about that shit too, then I'm fucking talking to you. They are both verbally abusive. Yes, and verbal and emotional abuse was just as bad. But when you lay them hands, it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. And the fact that he still wants to be with her ass after that shit shows me a lot about Benzino. Like when we talk about women in general, and we talk about women in domestic abuse situations, and then we like, well, she gonna go back to his ass anyway. That's exactly what Benzino was doing. He wants to go back with her anyway, regardless of how many times she don't put her hands on him. Because he think that's love. He wants that love from her. He's craving that love from her because of whatever he felt he was given to her. And he's like, I just want her to be like we used to be. That sounds like some battered woman shit to me, Benzino. And it's about to make me mad because my grandmama was abusive too. My grandmother used to take steel-toe beats and beat the shit out my granddaddy, right? Until he had the strength enough to, I can't say get away because I can't remember who left who. I don't remember if she started cheating on him first or what happened, but they ended up separated, and my granddaddy got ghost on us. He took off. I lost years of a relationship with my grandfather because of the abuse that my grandmother put him through. And it wasn't until she died. They was out in LA. She died in a hotel from a drug overdose, and the police contacted the only person they knew, which was her husband, because they were still legally married. He never got divorced from her because he never wanted her to know where she was at. He was at, and the police found him, reached out to him, and found out he was dead. And that was when I heard from my grandfather again for the first time in over 15 years, maybe longer. Oh, and society looks at men who are being abused by their women as weak. They not man enough. They should just been able to handle that shit. That ain't got shit to do with their masculinity or how strong that man is. Because most men are raised to not put their hands on women anyway. He did what was best. He called authorities. You know what I'm saying? Your fault for putting your fucking hands on him. Anywho, Althea and Benzino get on my damn nerves. They get on my nerves. They need to leave each other alone. I feel bad for that little boy because his parents are fucked up in the head. And I hope she's not abusive to little man. I hope she's not abusive to him. Because it's hard for me to see somebody being abusive to their partner not extending it to their kids. I've never seen it. I've never seen a domestic abuse situation that that person was not also abusing their child as well. But I'm hoping that's not what she's doing. So Althea gets up at this point, and that's when she gets up and leave the room. Spear tries to calm the situation, but now Benzino turned up. I don't care about nothing she's saying, how she feeling. And I'm like, well, shit, Benzino, that's a problem too. if you plan on trying to better yourself for your child, you need to hear and understand what that batshit crazy ass woman feels. You can't dismiss that either. And expect to have a healthy communication with her. But Zeno was like, we not about to have a Bash Benzino day every day up in here, not today. The spirit is trying to calm him down. Everybody in the room looking like, bruh, come on. You know, you acting like a bitch right now. That's everybody looking. It seems to me that they all feel Benzino shouldn't have feelings because he the man, as I was saying. And he just doing Althea so wrong. And I can't stand them as a couple, but I swear, I'm leaning more towards Benzino in all of this at this point. Maybe it's because of the physical abuse has got me a little bit biased. Maybe that's it. But then he said the same thing. When she went to jail, that was her fucking fault. You're a grown-ass person in charge of your own action. You put your hands on me. I ain't never did that to you. So I'm not finna sit up here and gonna let you bash me like I'm the reason you a fucked up person. I don't know if it was Sunday's eyelashes or what the fuck was going on, but she looked like she was always rolling her eyes every time that he speaks, as if to say, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Look, Benzino has done some trash shit to people too over years. You know what I'm saying? From what we've seen on TV and online. But I can't condone the physical abuse. I just can't. And I'm a fighter. Fuck that. It just don't equate to me. So Spirit said, yeah, you can provoke people, and you can provoke emotions from people, but it's that person's choice on how they react. Just like I was saying, but he can't provoke her to get angry. She can provoke him to get angry. He chooses to argue back and forth, and as we've seen on this show, separate himself. She chooses to argue back and forth, mock and mimic him, as we've seen on this show, in any situation, and then we've known at times it's gotten physical. It don't equate. It don't equate. And Spirit says that the one thing Benzino needs to hear is something good about him for a change. And Althea like, well, shit, I need that too. When she comes back into the room, let's be fair, I need that too. And I keep saying, bitch, when it was your time to open up, you kept deflecting and eventually walked the fuck out. Now it's Benzino's moment, his time. Now you want to interject what you need into the situation again? Then you go ahead and start it off. He said, you know, she looks good. I feel like that's it. That's all it ever is. That's all it ever was. I look good. I'm so glad Spirit checked her ass. No, stop. That's not what we're going to do right here. That's not what we're going to do. We're not going to keep interrupting. You can't even receive what the fuck he's saying because you keep running your popping off at the gums over there. So she said, if we can't have this group session like I wanted to have it, then we just gonna have to deal with you on one-on-one. And Benzino was like, I was doing it. Althea is stopping his progress. She's stopping his healing because she needs Benzino to be as broken as she is. Misery loves company. That's pretty much it. I was reading a comment on another channel that Althea was looking for a rich dude, or as she says, powerful, and she settled for Benzino. He was shining in the industry at that moment because he was on Real Love and Hip Hop, whatever, and she thought that they was gonna rise even more. But when he left the show and lost that check, she been making him feel it since, because she feel like she settled. She been making him feel it ever since. I agree with that comment. So anyway, damn, this is long. This is gonna be a long ass video. This gonna be a long ass recap of this doggone show. Probably because I didn't insert so much in my opinion. Anyway, Spirit says, yes, Benzino, you did a good job. Sunday, Spin, they chime in like, you did a good job, Benzino. That smacked Althea in the face because she felt like the women were on her side. Spirit asked Benzino, did Benzino want to continue? Althea tried to cut him off again. I don't need to hear that. I don't care. Waterworks done amped up again. And I'm like, girl, all this ain't about you. But that's okay. Anywho, Spirit is trying to get him to recognize what good that he sees in her, that he still can see good in her. So he doesn't always focus on the negative when he look at her. But damn, she make this shit hard. She make it hard. You know, he tried to though. He's like, you know, she get her job in real estate. You got to give her that. And she's like, no, you ain't got to give her nothing. You just choosing to give it to her. I swear I love this therapist. I do. Next he say she loyal, because we all know these hoes ain't loyal, but she different. Althea, now she all tearful, and she's like, thank you, thank you. You know, so she thinks she could drum up a few nice words about him. But even her nice words, she still made it about her. I don't know if y'all recognize that. She still made it about her. She started off saying, I see him for more than what he sees himself. That's about Althea. It's about how you feel, not about him. Pumping herself up. The better way would have been like, he's more than what he believes he is, or simply just say what he is. You know what I'm saying? Next, he's always had to fight everyone, so he fights me. How about he just fights for what he believes in? Spirit didn't even have to say it. She like, stop making it. She didn't have to say, stop making this about you. She just simply said, tell me something good about him. Damn. He got a good heart. Okay, what else? He a good father. She did say in between, you know, he did, before she did all her little misdirection, and he was pretty successful in his career. He don't get credit for it. So he got a good heart, he accomplished, and he not a deadbeat. That's all she had to say. So at the end of the group session, you know, everybody pretty much in tears, and Sunday is like, this is too much, it's too much. But Spirit wanted to see them all have this play out to show if this couple can, you know, open up, then it can allow them to start opening up for themselves as well. So, but what happened was they got out there, instead of them talking about their own shit, Sunday came up, titties half hanging out. I'm like, you got more than side boob. I saw areola, titty hanging out and shit. She comes over like, why was that so hard? You just being petty. So, but Althea said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and accept it right now. They all got advice for Althea and all the shit she need to work on, like, instead of their own shit. Outside, Teresa, Dwayne, Brianna, and Sunday, they chilling. Sunday, Dwayne walks up to Sunday like, why you keep blaming my friend for everything? And I'm like, why you in everybody's business? Like, what the fuck? When did Teresa become your friend though? Y'all only been there 2 fucking days. Dwayne is like, why you coming for us? You know what I'm saying? So she tell him, get them dudes about her house. Shit. You know, how about that part? I'm like, Sunday, how about shut the fuck up? Why are you in everybody's got doggone business? What we not going to do, this is what Teresa should have said. What we not going to do is address my husband. But Teresa's mad at him right now too. But Sunday didn't have any right to address Dwayne at all in the manner in which she did it. Like, we could discuss each other's issues, but calm down, little bird. Calm down. Anyway, Dwayne looked like he wanted to bust her ass upside the head. But, you know, Teresa said, hell, I said it last week, your boys are leeches. That's what I said last week, and Teresa said, your boys are leeches. He feel like if I got it to offer, then they not leeching off of me. But you enabling them, and I don't understand why. What they got on you, dog? That's what I'm asking. What they got on you? I can't see somebody letting their boys be that free around their woman or their wife unless, one, he don't respect her, or two, they got something to hold over him. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? He living off that bros before hoes code as if his wife is still the hoe. You know what I'm saying? He basically told her, play her position. That's basically what he said. He could have had a bunch of bitches doing what she do for him, but since she could do it, that's why he chose her. That's why he said, I do to you. And be grateful that you're the only one that I'm doing it with. Pipe down, stop complaining. Just be happy about it and get the job done. We know you can. Your mama did it. Your grandmama did it. She's like, wow, is that what all men think about us? That, you know, I'm going to be there for you no matter what. I'm just going to do everything for you, and you're going to take my kindness for weakness. Now, like I said, this right here, Teresa, is partially your fault as well. You've been with this man for 11 years. And you ain't walked away. You probably said what you was going to do. I can't take it no more. Stop doing this. You doing a whole lot of talking, but your actions ain't following up either. If you was going to be serious about it, then do it. Be serious. Move on. Stop doing for him like you said you was going to do. But she at the point now, because like I said, she thought that rain was going to change everything. It's always been a problem. That's what I'm saying. It's always been a problem. But she said maybe she should fall back. Maybe. She's still on maybe. Maybe she should fall back. Either you are, are you, or are you not? Ain't no maybe. She's still thinking about it. But she's saying, maybe I should fall back and then see what your homies bring to the table. So we start off with the one-on-ones. Boy, this is a long-ass video. Teresa and Dwayne up first. He say he married her because she is superwoman, just like the women that raised him. But she say the struggle is real. She tired of it. She tired of doing it by herself. She feel like she alone. She feel like she his doormat. And like I say, she speaks, but she doesn't follow through with actions either. And one day I'm gonna wake up and be gone. And he wake up and she's still there. So he like, she ain't going no damn where. He feel like this is his time to shine, his time to party. So he might as well go hard when y'all the dust settle. Then he could be with her for the rest of his life. He assuming that she gonna always be there. And I was like, I'm reading you now, Dwayne. Now I understand you. I understand you now, Dwayne. I understand you. I don't agree, but I understand where you come from. Teresa's like, look her, bro. If I keep feeling alone in this relationship, I may as well be alone. He like, why? That don't make sense to me. She said, you putting too much on me, on my shoulders in regards to your friends and our relationship. I'm basically raising our children alone while you hustle for your friends. And he like, girl, there's so much shit bigger out there to worry about than that. You know what I'm saying? He trying to tell her, you got it. I done gave it to you. It's yours. You well taken care of. They ain't. And I'm thinking, why not after all this time? Why your friends still ain't take care of themselves? It's because you taking care of them. That's why, sir. They grown than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let them take care of their goddamn self. Let them fall so they could figure out how to get the fuck back up on their own. Next is Benzino. I'm so glad that she brought him in there by herself. I'm excited to see him get some help. He seemed as excited as I was excited for him. I'm like, finally. He like, finally. I'm glad he recognizes that this has always been the norm for him and Althea. Ever since he left Love and Hip Hop, like I said. Althea has been mad ever since. But prior to Althea, he wasn't really involved in relationships. He was just shucking and jiving, hooking and hoeing and all stuff like that. Making music and making money was his love. So before then, his mama was the only woman that he ever loved. And he adored his pops, right? His daddy and his mama wasn't together, but his daddy always came around and brought them things and had nice cars and nice flashy shit. He was a hustler. And Benzino thought that was love. Because his mama stuck with the daddy. His mama didn't ever walk away. So he figured that even though his daddy wasn't around, as long as he provided shit for her, his mama loved him. She wasn't going to never leave him. So that's how he treats people. He buys things for them. How he's not trying to buy their love and affection, as he said later. But this is how he shows love, by buying shit. He thinking that you're supposed to stick there with me because of all the shit I'm doing for you, like his mama did his daddy. He can't understand why Althea or any other woman that he's done this for didn't stick with him like his mama did his daddy. His daddy was in and out of jail, and his mama still stuck with him. You know what I'm saying? His daddy wasn't never around, probably hooking and hoeing to other women. And his mama still stuck with him because of all the shit he brought her. And he figured that's how shit's supposed to be. Spirit says that you still carrying a lot of sadness and a lot of pain because, you know, of your past, because Benzino said he don't even know how to love. He ain't even sure what love really is, you know. And I had my thug crown. I was feeling for him in this moment. Feels for real. Like, how can he know what love is if he ain't never really experienced? How can he know that what he's receiving is love if he ain't never really felt it for real? He thought his daddy loved them and cared for them because he brought shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Spirit told him that all this sadness and this pain he carrying around with him, he's never going to have any space in his heart for real love to come in, because it's going to be sitting on top of all that pain and smothered shit possibly. He like, but what can he do? I'm so glad he asked that question. What can I do? And she tell him, look here, as far as you and Althea trying to move forward, both of y'all got so much pain that's holding y'all back. Until y'all address your own individual issues, it's not going to be any moving forward for both of you. It's not going to be any move forward. When she talks to you, when she comes at you, I only want you to respond with how it makes you feel. If she hurt you, say you hurt me. And then tell her what you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to come back with facts about what you did or any rebuttals. Only your feelings and about what you want. And Benzino was like, I'm here for it. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do that. Let's go. I'm excited to see his growth. I'm excited to see how this plays out for him. I really am. That is the end of this recap review. This is a long video, child. It's longer than the damn episode. But I appreciate y'all watching. This is Love Goes Season 1, Episode 2. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments down in the comment section whether you agree with me or disagree with me. I like conversation. Peace.